For the 100% cheapest coins on the internet with reliable delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor MMOEXP by clicking the link at the top of the description and use code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Socials and family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 21 video on the channel, and in today's video we're going to be going over powering up cards in Madden Ultimate Team. Why did I do that? This is not a sign language video. What? So yeah, like I said, I'm going to be going over the best cards to power up in Madden Ultimate Team. Powering up a card in MUT is honestly a pretty big decision because you are making a pretty sizable investment into the player. You're banking on the fact that they're going to get an upgrade in the future and that powering up the card is worth it when it comes to those stat boosts. So what we're going to do today is go over my criteria when it comes to powering up a card, as well as actually talk about some of my favorite players to power up in Madden Ultimate Team. Now, it's been a minute since I've done a giveaway at the start of one of my videos, so the first 3 people to comment the word first are all winning 50,000 coins. Drop a comment if you want a chance to win, and if you want more giveaways in the future, we need 500 likes in the first hour. If you guys hit 500 likes in the first hour, you'll be getting more giveaways from me very soon, so drop a like down below, and if you don't yet have the post notification button turned on, click that noti bell so you don't miss out on giveaways in the future. So let's start this off with my criteria for powering up a player. Now, when it comes to powering up a card, there's definitely a lot of things that go into that decision, but there's a couple of things that I always think about. Firstly, does this player possess long-term value? And what I mean by that is the card going to get upgrades in the future? Because when we upgrade a card and we power him up, we're making a sizable training investment to get that player up to his highest state, but when he gets an upgrade, it makes it super easy to merely put that card in your power up, use a power up pass, or slap on a little bit of training to get that card up to his highest overall possible. So that's the first thing that I look at. I think about whether the card's going to get upgrades in the future, and there's a couple of ways that I go down that path. If it's a current day player, I'm thinking about how well the player is doing currently this year, and we'll definitely be talking about some players like that later in the video. Players like Josh Allen, who are having a really good season and are probably going to get upgraded in the future. Now, when it comes to the legend cards, I'm mainly looking at past trends when it comes to upgrades. I'm looking at past Maddens, and I'm thinking, what players got ultimate legends, what players that were legends got additional upgrades in the future? So common players, cards like Deion Sanders, cards like Randy Moss, Mean Joe Green, that get a lot of upgrades in Madden, are typically going to be some pretty solid cards to power up. Now, we also want to look at the stats difference and see whether our power up is hitting thresholds or whether it's going to be worth it with additional physical chemistries we've got on our card. So for example, let's say we had a card with 89 deep route running, and if we powered him up, we could get him up to 90 and hit that crucial 90 deep route running threshold. Well, then that would be a really good idea and a really good situation when it comes to powering up my cards. Additionally, let's say we were rocking with Sprinter on our team. Powering up a card is going to allow us to put Sprinter on the player, and that's essentially going to give us a +3 speed boost when we power up the card. So a position like a wide receiver or a cornerback where speed is really important would be really ideal to power up that card. Now, for example, let's say we're powering up an offensive lineman. A lot of the times, those +1 stat boosts, the +1 speed or the +2 speed isn't really going to be that big of a deal on an offensive lineman. So we're making those decisions consciously in our head when we're deciding whether we want to power up a card or not. Now, let's get into what you guys came here to see, the top cards to power up in Madden Ultimate Team, and starting it off, we've got Aaron Donald. Now, Aaron Donald is someone we know is getting a card in the future because of the fact that he's just been having a great season, and he always gets upgrades from MUT. So we know Aaron's going to get a lot of cards. We know he's always going to be a top echelon player, so if I've got him on my team for the whole year, I know he's going to be doing some work. Also, just take a look at the stats. They're super nice. Aaron Donald is one guy you definitely want to power up. Now, Deion Sanders is someone that possesses a lot of long-term value with his high speed, and just the fact that he's a corner. Corners are going to be needed on your field all year, whether he moves to a cornerback 3 because he hasn't gotten an upgrade in a while, or he gets a new card and it becomes the best corner in the game. We know we're going to have Deion on our team basically all year. The high speed makes it so that even if his card fizzles out and there's 96 overall players, he's still going to be usable with that high speed, giving him a lot of long-term value. Now, Josh Allen, in my opinion, is another great power-up option because of the fact that he's like the perfect meta quarterback. This year in Madden Ultimate Team, high throw power and decent speed with the strong arm archetype is exactly what you want at QB. I can see Josh Allen getting an upgrade in the future based on how well he's playing, and considering the fact that he's like the perfect meta quarterback, he's exactly what you want in a QB in this year's game. I would say he's a great card to power up in my opinion. Now, Jair Alexander is someone who's having an underratedly insane season this year, and the stats on this 90 make me think you gotta power up this card and add him to your team. 92 speed, 92 acceleration. To go along with pretty good man, pretty good play rec, low zone, and low press is going to make this card honestly a pretty usable corner at 90 overall, but he's only a 90. Think about how good this card would be if he goes to a 94 and gets up to 96 speed or 97 speed on the base card. That would be insane. Jair Alexander is a great card to power up because of that reason. Now, Julio Jones is the next card we've got, and what more do I need to say? He's Julio Jones. He's the second best wide receiver in the NFL, to Michael Thomas, of course. 91 speed, 90 acceleration, good agility. This card isn't crazy. It didn't really blow me away. I would expect the next card that he gets is going to be a lot better than this. It's probably going to be one of the best receivers in the game when he does end up getting that card. So because of that, and for that reason, I would say Julio's a pretty solid option to power up. It's a shame he's the second best receiver in the NFL, though, and Michael Thomas is a lot better. Who dat, baby? Let's go Saints. Darren Waller is the next guy we've got on this list, his 91 overall Redux card. This card is pretty expensive right now, but the thing that I know about Darren Waller is the next time he gets an upgrade, it's going to be the best card in the game, hands down, no matter what. Whenever Darren Waller gets a new card, it becomes the best tight end in the game. 87 speed, 88 acceleration, great medium route running at an 89, great short route running at a 92, and Darren Waller is just a guy with crazy speed and acceleration. John Gruden uses it masterfully in the offense. Statistically, he's been having a pretty good year this year. Definitely going to get an upgrade in the near future. I would honestly expect him to get a Team of the Year card, maybe. It might be Kelsey, but Darren Waller's also been having a really good year, and he's going to get a new card. When he does, that card's going to be the best tight end in the game, so power him up now, because this card's going to play well enough for you. The Prez Jamal Adams is the next card that I've got for you guys. 90 overall Jamal is going to be bringing you pretty solid stats. 89 speed, 88 acceleration, good hit power, really good zone, really good man, great pursuit, great play rec. I think that hit power is starting to make a bit of a comeback in this year's game. Fumbles definitely got tuned up in the latest patch. I definitely noticed that. So having someone that's a bit more of a thumper at safety isn't really the worst thing, and he's not lacking in any coverage. The speed is a little low. I wish that was a bit higher, but if you power him up and you throw Sprinter on this card, he's actually going to get all the way up to 92 speed. So that's definitely super serviceable at safety. All of his coverage stats can get up to a 90 plus very easily. The hit power can get up to like a 96. This Jamal is a really good card. He's going to get a card in the future. No matter how well he plays in real life, we know he's going to get a card in the future. So Jamal Adams is a good option to power up. Also, he's only got a 90. This card came out a while ago. He's gonna get an upgrade soon. Now, man, tell me this Buda Baker card is not super glitchy. He's been having a great year this year. Honestly, an incredibly underrated safety in the NFL, in my opinion. 91 speed, 92 acceleration, good hit power at an 89. The zone's a little bit low, but I feel like that's not that big of a deal. 85 zone is definitely gonna be serviceable. You can get that up to a 90. I think you should be able to with lockdown maxed up. If you power up this card, you will be. The pursuit and the play rec are great at a 92 respectively. Tackle is solid, but the speed and acceleration is what I love with this card, and I think he's gonna get an upgrade, honestly, with based on how well he's been playing. Now, finally, we have Denzel Ward. This is someone I should have talked about way earlier in the video, but Denzel Ward with 92 speed and 92 acceleration on a 90 overall card that came out a long time ago is a great sign when you're powering up a player. Denzel Ward is gonna get a new card soon. This card came out a long time ago, and it had 92 speed. Similar to what we were thinking about with Jair Alexander, how that card came out, and it was a 90 overall with 92 speed. This is the same situation, but this card came out earlier in the year, and that says something. That says that when this card gets an upgrade, it's going to be 95 speed. Undoubtedly, he'll be one of the best corners in the game, hands down. I would definitely recommend you power up the card. Denzel Ward just plays out of his mind for me in Madden Ultimate Team, so those are all the players I wanted to go over, as well as the logic of powering up players. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a like, and until next time, fellas, I'm out. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.